Alright, so let's make it easy to understand. Alright, so this is, I guess, assignment number 14, and here, like, as Tinkercad does not give us Bluetooth modules HC-05 or HC-06, anything like that, we needed to use Proteus for making this simulation. Alright, so if you can see here from the circuit, there are two separate sections of the circuit, because we, in a Bluetooth module case, we need an emitter circuit and we need a receiver circuit, of course, right? Because like one has to send signals, right? Or else how will the other one receive those signals? Come on. So essentially we have those things here. Now what we are essentially doing over here is we have this program that I have already written, compiled and tested. I will just retest it in front of you guys in this video so that you can have an idea of how it works. So it basically says that it is taking the incoming serial string, if any string is available to our serial, that is our TXRX, and it is displaying that particular instruction so that we can debug it, and depending on the value of that certain string, we will set the state of a digital write, that is our LED, to either low or high. Okay, so pretty simple program. I don't think there should be any kind of problem with this. Let's export the compiled binary of this program. Okay, so how we essentially load our programs in Proteus is a little bit different. So we will export this binary, and this binary should be present somewhere around here in this folder only, where I have kept the Bluetooth simulation, that is the Arduino file, right? So this is our binary, and now what we will essentially do is we'll go over here, double click on the Arduino, we will choose the program file, that is the hex file. Okay, and we can choose the one with the bootloader or the one without bootloader, does not really matter in this case. So we will just click open, select OK, and that's it, we are done, it's programmed. So one more thing that I need to tell you guys is make sure that the Bluetooth modules have proper virtual baud rate and proper ports set up, because see what happens is in our systems there is a certain number of ports. Okay, these are physical ports as well as virtual ports that can be created. Now you will see your system at least having one physical port, that is COM1, but other than that the other ports are virtual in nature. Alright, so we need some way to manage these virtual ports, and suppose your device does not even have a Bluetooth receiver or Bluetooth antenna, whatever, right? So how will you simulate it in that case, right? So there is a software for that called Virtual Serial Port Driver Pro. It will give you 14 days free trial, don't worry about it, just use it for the timing. Okay, so it will give you 14 days free trial for that, and in it you have to just click on this new bundle button and then select a pair, and when you are selecting a pair, this kind of a wizard will come up, and you have to select which COM ports which are you want to connect together. Alright, which COM ports do you want to pair together, and give them a name over here. See, I have given these two COM ports the name Bluetooth because I'm using these two ports for my purposes. So for easy understandability, I've named them Bluetooth, right? So you can do this, and other than that, you can click on create, and then the connection will be created. Alright, if you don't do this, then what will happen is this virtual ports will never be created and your project won't work at all. Alright, so finally we have our these things are essentially known as virtual serial monitors. Okay, and I have given them a name. This is the emitter monitor, and this emitter is also set to that particular baud rate only, in which the other, what can I say, the HC-06 module is set up, right? So you have to take care of these small factors, or else you will get inconsistency, and then your project might not work, or it will give some error. All right, so with that being said, our model, not the model, our project is almost ready, and we just have to click on this run the simulation button over here. I will click on it, and you can see that there are two virtual terminals that come up, signaling that our receiver and emitter are active. Now of course I cannot send anything from the receiver because I have not physically connected the TXD terminal to anything over here, so I cannot send anything from the emitter. This is how I have chosen to set this up. Alright, you might have some other parameters that you want to do, so you can go forward and do things your way, but this is how I have implemented it, because I have just implemented in a client server fashion. Okay, so only the server can speak to the client, but the client cannot ask anything from the server. This is the fun part, where it is different from normal client server architecture. So see over here, I will send an instruction to the emitter, and suppose I am instructing the emitter on. See, it says that it has sent and received the instruction, that is on, and it has switched on the LED. As you can see from here, it is an orange LED. It is for easy visualization purposes. Now if I send off instruction to, it will work. So it has switched off the LED, right? And finally what will happen is if I send any other instruction, suppose whatever, suppose CLS, clear screen instruction, see, it is saying that we have given it the wrong instruction. So that is it for this particular simulation, and I think this simulation will be easy to understand for all. So follow the steps.